welcome to the No Life Gaming Show. We're a little late on the show. That's okay. There's also going to be no tech show this week. We're running low. It's just me and Doobie today. We're losing members every day. We're dropping members. It's just down to 2 of us. I think Loco's gone. I think it's safe to say that he's gone. What do you think, Doobie? You think it's time to replace him? We haven't even heard anything from. He hasn't even said anything.
Know. He has dropped off the face of the planet.
Yeah.
I hope he's okay. I mean, he's always welcome. You know, I don't know if we need to replace him because I do think me, you, and Jerry are a pretty solid 3. But I mean, if we wanted to find an interim, we could, or we could just roll with the 3 of us until he gets back or whatever he's doing.
Maybe we'll get Cocan. I think Cocan would be a good fit.
I wouldn't mind that. He does game a lot.
Yeah. And he's more like the indie gamer.
Oh, he is definitely an indie gamer. So, I mean, he fits in well with me and you.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It sucks because Loco was a good co-host. I don't know why he doesn't just say, hey, I'm not going to be here for this long.
I mean, he's taking care of his health, and I think he's got a girl now. Like, I mean...
Yeah, but...
I don't know what happened to bros before hoes.
Yeah, exactly. Like a little what's up, like heads up, or at least just say I'm not gonna be around for this.
Be like, hey, bae, I got to do like just 3 hours on this day where we can't hang out. We're good.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Some people are like that. They get enamored, and then it's all about that person.
Yeah. I don't know if that's even the case, but
I don't know, man. I don't have a life. He got a life, I guess.
Yeah, that's why the show is No Life, dude. You get a life, you're off the show. Well, I mean, how long have we been doing this? A year now, right? We're up to
over a year now.
Yeah, over a year. So we're chugging along, and I think it's time to really start trying to promote it. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I take a look at the views. I see the comments that we have. Some people leave comments on the YouTube videos, and I see the same names. So, like, yo, you guys leaving comments, shout outs to you guys for sticking with us. We love you.
Yeah. And the podcast does get relatively a lot more listens than the YouTube channel.
Oh, so yeah. I mean, it's really great to listen to, like, because this is a show where our faces are beautiful, but our voices are what matter.
No, but it's a good show for both because we do put content on the screen.
Yeah.
Which is not a lot of gaming podcasts do that. I found out there's really only a couple, like 2 or 3, that when the podcast actually shows gameplay. Granted, a lot of the gameplay is from YouTube, so we don't have time to fucking cap it. But I think I want to start doing some more stuff with No Life, just because it's just so much fun. It's so easy to do, you know.
Yeah, I mean, this is a hobby that that the FDA can't take away from you.
Yeah, it's a good
point. Let's be real here. When vaping dies down, you need something else to do.
I know. All right, well, it's E3 time. We saw all the E3 shit. This show's going to be relatively short as well. I can only really stay for about an hour.
And I want to knock these out because I have opinions.
All right, so what are we starting with first? Who's the first conference?
EA was the first conference.
That was the weakest.
They were probably, and I know people are going to go Square Enix, but no, we're not even going to cover Square Enix because this is all I'm going to say about Square Enix. They showed nothing. It was literally nothing.
Yeah, that was terrible. They shouldn't even have had a conference.
Yeah, no. I mean, they did a direct style thing where they showed like video, but like in 30 minutes, we got nothing. And that's because they don't have anything ready to show. So I don't even know why they bothered. I don't know why they even attempted. They should have sat this one out because they showed Kingdom Hearts. But guess what? We got a totally different trailer that I think was a better trailer at Sony, which we'll get into later. But yeah, EA started off us on Saturday, and they started off with Battlefield 5, which not bad. You know,
everyone's excited for Battlefield 5, but that's coming out pretty soon.
Yeah, so I mean that makes sense for them to cover that. Then we had And they did what they're doing, like the battle royale mode. So I mean, that's
which we didn't really see much of. We don't really know much about the battle royale mode.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that's gonna work.
We'll
everyone's doing it this year too.
Everyone's doing battle royale, man. So many.
Yeah. Well, we all called it. I mean, we knew Call of Duty was gonna do it. We knew Battlefield was gonna do it.
Oh yeah. I mean,
there's another game that got a royale mode. I forget.
There was the PC gaming show, which I didn't really even watch, but I heard they had a few announced where like one's like 1,000 players. That's gonna go over real well.
I mean, if your servers can handle it, that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
That's pretty
3-hour match.
Yeah. No, actually, that would be a pretty quick match.
That'd be a quick match for you, but if you're the winner.
Yeah, if you're the winner, you're sticking around.
Yeah, so they followed that up with this weird interview with the guy from Respawn, Vince Zampella, about the new Star Wars game that they're working on.
Mm-hmm.
And there was no graphics, no nothing. It was just a weird interview in the audience. But it's a Star Wars game called Jedi Fallen Order. They say it's a story-based single-player game based around the time between the 3rd and 4th episodes. So like when the Jedis are being hunted. Seems like a cool concept, but I need to see something. Like you can't just say the name and I'm gonna get excited.
Yep.
Even later, like even with Bethesda, when they announced Elder Scrolls, they at least showed a video.
Kind of.
It was just like, hey, we're working on the game.
Donkey called it. He said they were bringing out the JPEGs for their E3 conference.
They really do. They were, and then they follow that into Battlefront 2. Which, I'm sorry, nobody's buying this game anymore.
It's already dead. I bought it for Xbox, and it's dead. No one's playing this game.
Oh, hey, we're adding in Clone Wars stuff. You can play as General Grievous and Obi-Wan and Anakin. Like, Obi-Wan, like, character I would have loved to have played. But, like, hey, you're trying to put this content into a game that, you know what? It should have had it in the beginning. It should have had this content to start with.
It's too late now. I mean, it's a great game. It's fun. And the graphics are great.
Gameplay, it's fantastic.
Yeah. It's not fantastic. It's good, but it's just there's no one playing it. And it's an all online game.
And I said I would speak with my wallet, and I'm speaking with my wallet. I'm not buying the game. That might be
their biggest fuck up. I can't imagine the amount of money they spent making that game. And the return on it was shit. So at least they learned their lesson.
They did it to themselves. Yeah. They can't blame anyone. Yeah. It's all they better have learned this damn lesson.
Well, they did learn because now like they're constantly saying, look, none of our EA games have any loot boxes, any progression, or any paid progression, which is I guess a good thing, but we'll see. We'll see. Mm-hmm. I guess what happened was it was that plus Fortnite's massive success where they were just like, I guess we'll just copy Fortnite's pay to play model or pay to look model or whatever it's called.
Yeah, but the thing with Fortnite, that's a free game.
Yeah.
They make all their money off of the loot boxes, but nobody complains because you're not paying $60 for a base title, then paying for loot boxes.
Yeah. And people don't love Fortnite. There's a few people that really like it because they play it and it's fun. But no one's like, it's not like Star Wars or it's not like Battlefield where people love it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, those are storied franchises.
And I don't mind that you know it's $60 for the game, but that's it. You know, and if you want to pay for cosmetics, that's fine too. As long as it looks like a Battlefield or it looks like a Battlefront, where they're spending some good money on these graphics and spending good money on getting like licenses and making sure the sound is really good. Fortnite's it's a step up from fucking Minecraft in terms of
it runs on mobile like.
We got to talk about the Switch Fortnite as well. We'll get there.
Yes, which I did download because I've never played Fortnite and I have it on the Switch, so I may as well try it once.
You're gonna like it. It's fun. You're gonna like the Battle Royale.
I'm not gonna pay any money into it, that's for sure.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to. Yeah. That's a good thing about it.
So
we'll talk about that when the Nintendo section comes up. All right. So what else happens?
They followed that up with Unravel 2, which is kind of like an indie game.
Have you played the first one?
I never played it. I remember them announcing it, but it has this Little Big Planet kind of feel to it, and I wasn't really a big Little Big Planet guy. So I mean, it's cool. They announced it. There's probably some people that really like the first one that are like, "Hey, Unravel 2, yay!" Not a big title though. They did. Everyone kind of pulled this out. I mean, Nintendo was known for doing it, but like everyone kind of pulled out having that one game where it's like the game you can buy it today. This was their you can buy it today game, so it's out already. If you want to play it, you can get it on PS4, Xbox One, and PC.
It looks great. It does look good. I haven't played the
It
first
looks
one.
cute. Yeah.
Can you do me a favor though? Can you turn your fan off?
Yeah, I got you.
It does pick up when you talk. So after Unravel 2 comes, what else was that? Well, A Way Out. We saw a little bit of another A Way Out.
See, what are you talking about? Sea of Solitude? Because they didn't really they kind of talked about A Way Out, but they were just talking about how like 2 million people have played it, which is cool. It's not a bad game. I think it's really cool for co-op, but
yeah, and then the Sea of Solitude.
Sea of Solitude was probably one of the cooler looking games. It had a really interesting kind of design to it that I really like, and the way that they're doing about it, where like when Hellblade did the whole gaming but talking about issues with like mental health.
Yeah.
Sea of Solitude looks to be doing that same kind of thing where it's very personal. And I really like personal games. I really liked Journey. I really liked games that made you feel something.
Mm-hmm.
So this one may be one of the EA titles I'm actually excited about.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. And then we got Madden, the Madden cringe.
That interview, I don't even he just I don't know, man. It seemed bad. It was just bad.
With Madden, there is a very strong core group of fans for Madden, and they're all bros. You know what I mean? They're all like hardcore bros. So they kind of have to market towards that crowd because nerds aren't watching football for one, and they're definitely not playing fucking Madden. So I get why the marketing, it just doesn't look right when you have these bros in front of an audience of nerds. It just doesn't work out.
I mean, the bro could have had some personality, though.
Yeah, that's true.
He was deadpan as fuck.
He was probably nervous, too. He's probably like, where am I? What am I doing here?
He seemed like when they brought out the Madden champion, yeah, he's the Madden champion because he won it, but he's also the Madden champion. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. But Madden, I mean, it looks, I don't know. It's Madden.
It's Madden. It didn't seem anything special.
They got a new engine, which it looks pretty good. They always have a new engine, which I find insane. A lot of like new generation Maddens will introduce a brand new engine into the game. I think Frostbite was the last one, and now this one's using a different engine. Or I couldn't have that mixed up. Maybe they're using Frostbite now, but they use these really intricate engines for Madden, which just adds to the graphics, doesn't add to the gameplay at all.
It's either Frostbite or like I think the one before Frostbite was Snowdrop or something like that. Snowflake, I don't know. It was something they like to do ice and snow as their names.
Yeah, and then it's a Frostbite now, and then I think they're changing it to a new one. And then we got, what game is this? Oh, this was like this tactics fucking Command and Conquer game.
No, it's Command and Conquer. And it's a complete bastardization of Command and Conquer into a mobile title.
Yeah.
I
was excited about a new Command and Conquer, but not this.
And I'm gonna say it too with Fallout Shelter. Like any mobile game, and I had a problem with Elder Scrolls Blades. Any mobile game, keep that shit at home. Don't bring it to E3. E3 is not the audience that's gonna play mobile games. That's not the audience watching these.
I disagree. I respectfully disagree. I think mobile gaming is getting to a point. Dude, the iPhone 8 and the iPhone 10 is more powerful than the Switch.
I'm not saying that it doesn't have an audience, but I don't think the people tuning in to watch E3 are that audience.
Well, I think what they're doing more with showing these games on their mobile is saying, look, mobile is getting to a point where we can start to swing our dicks around. You know what I mean? Now look at this. We have a fully fledged Elder Scrolls game running on an iPhone. That's really them like swinging their dick in front of other publishers and developers. And I think that's why they're bringing it to E3. And I guarantee you more coming years, you're going to see a lot more mobile. As soon as there's that one just like massively AAA title on mobile like an Angry Birds level of success, but like actual AAA graphics and sound design, all that stuff comes to mobile, then we're going to start to see like a lot come to mobile. And then it's just going to be a port machine. You know, you're going to expect, okay, Madden's coming out on Xbox, PC, Switch, and mobile.
It is already coming to mobile.
Yeah. Well, besides, in a weird
awful.
way. Yeah, Madden on mobile is not that good. It's not that good. But I'm very, very interested in mobile gaming, especially more so lately, just because of like, I just played another game recently on mobile, and it was like, dude, it's good. It's crazy how much better it is than the Switch, like in terms of just hardware. It just runs better than the Switch, with a lot more graphics, a lot more everything. Plus, you have all your fucking apps in there. So if you got a Facebook notification, boom, you can hop right over to Facebook, hop right back in the game. You can't do that with a Switch or a PSP, and I think they need to start adding those elements into these consoles.
To be fair, the Vita and the PSP, they're dead.
Well, yeah, okay.
They died.
Yeah, pretty much the Switch is the only one left.
My big problem with this Command and Conquer was like Command and Conquer is a franchise. This is where it is.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And honestly, we learned this last year.
I love Command and Conquer.
I don't remember. Then I don't even think that game ever came out. But remember that game they had last time that was like that kind of like Overwatch where they had the dude on the stage like shoutcasting it like, and he goes for the kill. It was so cringy. This was kind of the same. Like I had no interest, and these two dudes are shoutcasting this game that is just. As soon as I saw that was Command and Conquer, I shook my head. So.
I know. Well, they're trying to capitalize on that Mobile Legends crowd, and I don't know. I might check it out, but this you're right. To me, this is not what Command and Conquer should be. I love that franchise. That was what got me into PC gaming. Command and Conquer, Age of Empires. And it's a shame to see
storied. I'm telling you, man, storied franchises.
Yeah.
Mobile, you can say it's on the rise, but right now, for me, when I see these storied franchises go to mobile, that's just the graveyard.
Like, yeah, so far,
all my favorite RPGs, man.
I will say Fallout Shelter is good though.
Yeah, I mean, Fallout Shelter, they're smart with it. I haven't played it. I'm not a Fallout guy to begin with. I'm an Elder Scrolls dude. But I know people really like Fallout, so I don't hate on Fallout. It's just not a game for me.
It's not like a Fallout game either. They completely made a weird game, but it's fun. It is fun, and it's perfect for mobile, because like we just don't have like a good control scheme on mobile yet. Like there's no like killer thing where you can put controllers on it, but hopefully that comes out soon because
when the phone gets really Joy-Cons.
Exactly, dude. I'm telling you, this is the new Switch. As soon as people realize that, and some people do, obviously, some of the most successful games.
I'm wondering how they'll do it.
8 million a year.
I'm wondering how they'll do it because I guarantee you, Nintendo has that patent locked down.
Oh, I'm sure.
So I'm wondering if it's going to be a thing where it's like, take the Xbox controller, right? But have a thing where you slide the phone in.
Yeah, they already have like a few of them.
Slide in.
They have a few of them. And there is one that are like Joy-Cons that you slap to the side. They're made by SteelSeries, and you can get them at the Apple Store. I haven't used it yet. But imagine this, a Nintendo iPhone, right? It's Nintendo. It's got all Nintendo in there. All the Nintendo games are coming to it, but it's a phone. I think a lot of people would buy it.
Can I be honest with you?
I think a lot of people would buy it.
That sounds amazing, except when you realize how awful Nintendo is with online. Only imagine how awful they would be with having a phone.
Well, they're gonna have to hire fucking Apple then.
They would definitely need to be in bed with Apple or something.
I'm just thinking if my Switch, it doesn't even have to be a phone. If my Switch could just have apps where I can, if I'm playing a game and I get a fucking Facebook message, boom, it just slides over. I can either dismiss it or just do a do not disturb. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just have an ecosystem of apps that I like to use on there.
Yeah, I mean, that would be great. It was weird because the Wii and the Wii U both had internet browsers, and the Switch doesn't.
Still, I thought it was supposed to be out already.
I don't think they're ever going to do an internet browser. It's weird. You can post things to Twitter. You can post things to Facebook, but you can't browse them.
No, it's stupid.
Anyway,
moving on.
EA's last game, Anthem.
Yeah, big Anthem.
I'm definitely interested in this game.
I was until I saw this.
I need to see more.
I don't want
need to know
mechs.
it's not Destiny.
It looks like Destiny though.
I don't want, like, that's the thing. I don't want it to have the same problems Destiny had, and it looks
like
cool,
Destiny,
but it also looks like a Destiny knockoff.
Yeah, it looks like fucking Destiny, with flying mechs, and I don't. No one wants that except for Destiny players, I guess.
I'm a fan of mechs. I think mechs are cool, and I will discuss mechs in a little bit when we get to Nintendo.
Yeah, mech. I like mechs, but I don't like. I want to be able to fucking build the craziest mech out of all the weirdest parts ever. Like that's like Mech Warrior. I loved Mech Warrior back in the day.
Armored Core.
Or Armored Core. That was the game. Oh, both of them. I like both of them.
So
Armored
great.
Core, where you could fuck someone up and you got like a weird piece of metal and you could slap it on your shoulder and it would pop out. I love that. But this does not look like that at all. It looks like Destiny with mechs.
They got to a boss, shot a few missiles at the boss, and then just went away from it. I was like, dude, don't fight that thing. I want to see you fight that thing.
It looks amazing.
You're going off to do nothing. I want to see you fight.
It looks fucking gorgeous. That's for sure.
The graphics do look, and this is a lot of this whole weekend. This whole week actually was the graphical. They're starting to really push these systems to their limits. And next year is really when we're going to need to see new hardware, because I don't know how much more they can keep going.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the Xbox One X is still not capped yet. Like, you can still get a lot more power out of it. But, like, the PlayStation 4 Pro, I don't know. They're going to have to create a new console because it's not powerful enough to run. I mean, it'll run them, but it won't be 60 frames. You know, it'll be 30 frames and then drop down to 20
frames, and it'll be 4K, but like with down res, like what do you call it? What's the dynamic resolution? Not true native.
I don't know if we're gonna get any new consoles next year, but I hope so.
I don't think we're gonna.
I think we would have seen them.
I think they'll announce what they're working on. Maybe they'll show them. But I'm thinking 2020 is when we're going to start to get like dates for consoles.
Yeah, I think we would have seen them by now if they were working on something.
With so many 2019 games, which was my big issue with a lot of this, was like, I mean, some of them we did get release dates for. Like Anthem is February 2019. That's fine. Early Q1, that's fine. But then we get these 2019 games where it's just 2019. And I'm like, okay.
It could be 2020 at that point.
And then if it gets delayed, like some certain games, Final Fantasy VII Remake, we'll never see them again.
Yeah.
But Anthem,
All right, moving on. What's the next conference that we had?
Next up was Ubisoft. I'm glad they got the cringe out of the way first. That Just Dance was really dumb, but they got it out of the way first. Then they showed us Beyond Good and Evil 2. This game I'm really excited for.
I never played the first one.
Yeah, the first one was a commercial failure, but a critical success that got a cult following. Really, it was a really good sci-fi game. This one's supposed to be a prequel, and then they hit us with that trailer. The cinematic trailer looked really nice.
It looked amazing.
And then they show us the very end. This young girl comes out brandishing a sword, and they said it wasn't gonna have Jade. It was a time before Jade's birth, but it's Jade from the first game, who's now a bad guy. And I'm like, okay, now I'm hooked because I need to know why. Then they showed us a little snippet of that alpha gameplay, and it looks seamless. And that's what they're touting, is that everything's going to be seamless across this giant universe. So I'm cool. I'm interested.
What, in Beyond Good and Evil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It reminded me a little bit of like The Fifth Element.
Yeah,
remember that movie?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
And it looks fucking cool. But I don't know anything about it, so I'm gonna reserve my judgment.
It's a space opera, so I mean,
that's cool. It was cool to me.
Star Wars was a space opera.
Yeah. All right, what else we got?
So we got the Trials Rising. That's just looked more of the same Trials gameplay you've seen before, but I mean, people really like that franchise, so they'll have fun with it.
How is that an E3 game? Like, you're on conference and you're gonna announce Trials?
I've never played it. I've seen gameplay of it, but I know that people really take it. Like the people who do play it they do really take it serious and like it.
Really? You never played Trials?
I've played like games like it, but I mean, it's silly and over the top, which is cool. But I mean,
it's like I don't. If to me, it's like the game that just comes with a machine. You know what I mean?
it feels like a Flash game brought to life.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
It probably started off as the Flash game. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it did, and it's fun. It's fun, but it's not a. I mean, it's not an E3 presentation. But anyways, then we got Division 2, which I'm super pumped about. I actually re-downloaded the Division, and I'm gonna play the Division again just because.
Can I just say these conferences need to stop with the like in-game. This is what Anthem did last year, and Division did it this year, where it's just like people playing together, but they're in character.
Yeah. Well, that's stupid. Like
so forced and so bad. It takes you completely out of the game.
To you, it's like that because you're a gamer. I think they do that for people who aren't gamers to say, look at what we're doing. You know what I mean?
It's just so like nobody does that.
No.
I'm not gonna play Division with you and just be like, "Hey Wayne, take that team. I'm pumping the front." No, just shut the fuck up. It does look cool though. I will give it that. It does look cool.
I forgot because I downloaded the Division. I played a little bit of it when this came out, and it is a fucking fun game. And I forget why I left it. I think it was just
probably because a lot of people left it.
There was a lot of people that left, and I think there just wasn't enough loot. I think that was the issue. There was something that you just didn't feel like you were meaningfully creating a character in this world. It was really just like, oh, here's your level 12 shotgun. Oh wait, now here's a level 13 shotgun. So you're obviously just gonna move up because you just want high DPS. There was no like actual crafting of a specialist or something. But I think that has since changed. I think they reworked a lot of things since the game's been out. But I'll let you know because I'm gonna play it again, and it is fun.
Yeah, I mean, if they fix the problems that they had with the first one and make a better game, I'm always for that.
It is fun, and it's a lot. If you like a game like Gears of War, it's a much better gameplay. It's much better than Gears of War in terms of like strategy and gameplay, and there's all sorts of different shit you can get. But it's the same sort of like sit and cover and then shoot, and it is fun. But this one looks pretty good, just from looking at it.
Yeah.
We'll see though. There's an awesome like they're trying to like show how like conservatism is taking over the world, whole Handmaid's Tale kind of thing, which I think is gonna be an interesting angle as well.
And then this one's set in DC, so I mean that's kind of, I guess, topical.
Mm-hmm. What is this? What is this game here with the orchestra? Oh, Mario Rabbids.
That was Mario Rabbids. It was really cool.
Wow, that fucking saxophone player is gorgeous. Hold on, let's go back a little bit and look at this.
The guitar player is I can't remember what band she's from.
Oh, it's not a saxophone. That's an oboe.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous.
And composer Grant Kirkhope, known for his great soundtracks in gaming, having done this soundtrack as well as like David Wise was the original composer for like Donkey Kong and stuff, but he's done a really good job of like filling into that role. And this is how musical performances should be done. Take note. When I see a musical performance at E3, I want gameplay behind it. Give me a trailer behind it. Live music and video, great together. Live music by itself, not so much. This was great, and I'm excited for the DLC. Donkey Kong, it feels Ubisoft is doing a really good job of capturing what Nintendo has done and doing it themselves with their own little spin on it, but still keeping it faithful. I really hope Nintendo lets some other companies do this with some of their IPs, like Star Fox or some of the other lesser-known ones.
Like EA and Star Fox put together?
I don't want EA touching anything Nintendo. EA, get the fuck away. Ubisoft, cool. Bethesda, I would love to see Bethesda do something with like a Nintendo IP. Are you kidding me?
Remember when Ubisoft was like the EA of the gaming industry?
When they were a
that
joke?
long ago. Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
Probably 2 EAs ago. E3s ago, wow. 2 E3s ago, they were pretty much like the joke.
Yeah.
And then last year they turned it around.
Hey, EA, you still got some redemption time. Gamers will forget if you come out with a good game. You'll
like
forget.
Aisha Tyler, but like she was not the greatest host, and we kind of just didn't want to hear from her. And then they were so many forced memes, like the vampire guy in the audience. That was cringy. They kind of they have since like stepped away from that and just go to here's the games.
Oh, this pirate game.
Skull and Bones, aka the good part of Assassin's Creed Black Flag in a game.
Dude, this looks like what Sea of Thieves should have been.
Yo, this is gonna destroy Sea of Thieves when it comes out.
Yeah, this looks awesome.
This is Sea of Thieves, but with content.
Yeah, and actual
gameplay
story.
Yeah,
this looks awesome.
I think it's really cool, like what they're doing with it and how they're doing the whole loot system and the ships. And the way that like I was almost thinking like, because like Sea of Thieves is you're one pirate, you have a crew of other players. This is like nah. You're one ship, you're controlling the crew of that one ship, and every player is their own ship.
Yeah,
that I think is really cool.
Yeah, it looks awesome, and the graphics look fucking. I mean, just the CG, it looks awesome. This looks cool. I'm pumped for this, and Ubisoft knows how to make a big fucking game too, so we'll see. And
they're taking everything that worked with Assassin's Creed Black Flag, which everyone loved, the on-sea combat and everything with the sea stuff, and they have successfully taken what made that game great, because the game was not good except for that part, and made a game around that, which is really interesting. Next up was this, Elijah Wood is doing weird stuff. Transference, which is a VR game. Yet again, proving that VR and horror really go well together. But you can play it without VR, I believe, as well. It's just weird. That's all I gotta say about it.
No, I'm excited for it. I like stuff like this, so we'll see.
Creepy and out there.
Yeah, creepy, but like a full, just sort of experience. You know what I mean? You don't have to think too much. You're just kind of in it. And we got Starlink.
Starlink, essentially, space Skylanders.
Yeah, then we got more For Honor.
Toys to Life. I will say the cool thing with Starlink is continuing that Nintendo tradition. They have Star Fox in it. And that's going to be a Switch exclusive, which I think will promote Switch to probably be the platform that most kids play this game on. Because let's be honest. Because Starlink is probably I don't want to say kids game, but the Toys to Life franchises are definitely aimed towards like younger audiences. And as much as it hurts me to say this game's probably gonna be better than Star Fox Zero.
Then we got a new Assassin's Creed.
It looked interesting. I think Greece is a really great location to do an Assassin's Creed game. It definitely already looks more colorful than Origins did, because Origins was set in a desert.
Yeah.
But do we really, I really wanted to, I don't know, I guess maybe Watch Dogs 3 is taking too long, or they're not happy with it.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, why are we getting another Assassin's Creed?
They really, I think it benefits both franchises to do Assassin's Creed, Watch Dogs, Assassin's Creed, Watch Dogs. That year on, year off helps get rid of fatigue. Because if they come out next year with another Assassin's Creed, it's too much. That's the reason why the franchise fell off. There's after Black Flag. It's just every year you had a new game. It's fatigue.
Yeah, and you're not adding too much new shit, just new stories. It's all the same shit.
I mean, the Odyssey looks cool because they are bringing back some of that on-sea play with ships, which didn't really have in Egypt, of course. And Greece, anything Greece is really cool. And Greece around the time of Romans and stuff, I think it's a better setting. I would have liked this to come out. I would have liked to seen this next year and have Watch Dogs 3 this year.
I just wish there was just more RPG elements to Assassin's Creed. It's a little too arcadey. That's the one thing about Origins that I left it. It's because you're not... I love to be connected to my character and upgrade them. And I like just picking shit up and using it. It's one of the reasons why I love fucking Zelda so much. You know, you just walk somewhere and you just find a fucking piece of wood and you can just start using it.
Oh yeah, I mean it's that immersion.
Yeah, it just
really feel like you're in this world when you can pick up anything.
Yeah. And we have this perfect game called Zelda out there as a blueprint for open world games, and still all these games aren't doing it. They aren't even close. That's what we want. We don't need like a crazy amount of graphical foliage. We want like just good shit. Good, like, want to be able to pick everything up and use it. All right, next. What else?
Bethesda. So Bethesda opens up. Their show was really slow at the beginning, but really picked up at the end. So we're gonna start with Rage 2.
Not interested.
I actually am kind of interested. I mean, Mad Max is a cool franchise, and this gives really heavy Mad Max feels, but with like really cool physics stuff. I think it's cool. This is where not to do a musical performance. I like Andrew WK. I just saw him live not that long ago. Put on a great show. But if you're going to have him doing his song that's set to the trailer, show the trailer with it. Him just playing by himself and the crowd was not feeling it, not into it, was really bad.
Yeah, it was weird.
Then we got Doom Eternal. Hell on Earth. This game's going to be dope, dude. Did you play Doom 1? Like did you play the last Doom game to come out?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This is gonna be even better.
I'm trying to find it on the thing.
Fast paced, heavy metal. And I'm really excited. I'm definitely getting this on PC because I want to push it.
Yeah, we got Quake. I see a Quake here. Was that before or after they announced the Doom?
Quake, I think, was before Doom, but Quake was kind of just Quake Champions is free if you want to get it. I don't know.
I'll just let it run. All right, so yeah, I'm super pumped on, and dude, the last Doom was fucking awesome. It was so awesome.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what they do with this one.
You played it on Switch, didn't you?
I did not play it on Switch.
Oh, I thought that's when you played it.
No. I decided to stay away from the Switch version of that.
Yeah, I wouldn't get it for Switch.
But I'm definitely really intrigued for Doom Eternal. I'm really hyped for it. They're some of the most fun shooters.
Yeah.
Like that's my thing when it comes to FPS games is I want it to be fun.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have fun playing Halo 4. Halo 3, 2, and 1, I had fun playing those games.
Doom is definitely, I love that fast-paced feel. And then we got Vault 76.
I was going to say, you're skipping over your favorite game, Prey.
Oh, no. I don't even want to fucking talk about that game.
I did think that the DLC for it was pretty cool, actually, because it's infinitely replayable. Essentially, it's just kind of like a...
Yeah, because no one wants to play it, so they have to make it infinitely replayable so people can... The one person that plays it can play it over and over and over again.
I mean, if you like Prey, check out the DLC.
You're shooting at fucking, like, the shadows. That's not a fun enemy at all. And there's thousands of them. They're like you're like shooting at crabs. No, not interested. Moving on. I'd much rather play Elder Scrolls fucking Blades than Prey.
They did.
Oh, and we also got that Amazon Skyrim thing.
Yeah, that was
fucking hilarious with Keegan-Michael.
Yeah, next up in order though is Wolfenstein Youngblood.
Yeah, that one looks pretty cool.
Yeah, his twin daughters.
Twin daughters.
And they didn't announce that it's coming to Switch, but I believe.
Oh, have you played the last Wolfenstein?
No, I haven't played it yet. I am definitely.
You got a lot of games to play.
Yeah, no, I mean anything where you kill Nazis. Come on.
You got a lot of games to play, for sure. You gotta play.
Backlog
you still gotta play Witcher 3. That's the first on the list, dude. I don't want to hear any other.
After seeing Cyberpunk 2077. I'm definitely hooked on what CD Projekt Red has been working on. So
dude, when you play Witcher, you're gonna be even more excited about Cyberpunk because it's so good. But you gotta play Witcher 3. You still have to play. What was the other one?
Wolfenstein 2.
You have to play Wolfenstein 2. Oh, you have to play the Platinum game.
Nier Automata.
Nier Automata. Yeah, you got a lot. You better start fucking getting ready, dude. You got a long summer.
Then you get Fallout 76.
Yeah, which is an online survival game But it's Fallout, so it's probably gonna be funnier and be able to customize
The fans are gonna love it.
I'm gonna love it for sure.
My favorite thing, hot take, was somebody on Twitter was like, "Oh, games these days are now making it seem like it's cool to nuke people."
Who said
Dude,
that?
it's a fucking video game.
It's a video game about being nuked.
Yeah, I mean, where's this guy when if you play what is it? Not Age of Empires, Civ. You play Civilization. Gandhi nukes the hell out of you always.
Yeah.
Where's this guy complaining about that years ago? But yeah, no. Online only, it's 4 times bigger than Fallout 4's world, so it's huge. You can build your own houses and stuff. You can defend them. I mean, it seems cool for people who want to play together and play Fallout.
Yeah, it seems pretty cool. And then we got Elder Scrolls 6. Oh, you want to start with Blade?
Mobile game.
Yeah, we got the mobile game, and then we got an announcement of 6, which was literally just them flashing.
Yeah, you had Starfield first, which was like their new sci-fi game, their first wholly new franchise. And you say that wholly new franchise because the original Fallout wasn't actually Bethesda. They acquired Fallout and then started making for it.
Yes.
So this is their first new IP in 25 years. And it's going to be really interesting to see what they do in space.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one everyone's been asking, I can finally shut the fuck up saying it's never going to happen. Elder Scrolls 6 is happening in 2022. I'm calling it 2022 with the new systems.
Yeah, that's what everyone's saying. It's
gonna. But I'm just happy they announced it. I'm just happy they confirmed it. That's all I wanted. I just wanted them to come out and go, "Yes, we're working on it. Shut up."
Mm-hmm.
Now I can shut up.
How old is Skyrim, dude?
10 years.
This game is gonna be like
and
30
you can play
years
it,
old.
The funny part about that joke is you can actually get it on your Amazon Echo. Yeah, your Alexa.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, it's actually available on it. You can buy it. That was a joke and real. I really do enjoy how Bethesda's become really meta about that.
Yeah, well, hurry up with this fucking 6 version.
For me,
then.
Bethesda had a really, really great show. I think the second half, the first half was, the second half though, baller, really good.
It was pretty good. I wouldn't say it was great. It was pretty good.
Right, so now
I'm just not that pumped. I mean, Elder Scrolls 6, and you announced it, right? Whatever. That's cool. But I'm not that pumped on Fallout 76. I'm going to play. I'm probably going to love it, but maybe for like a week or two.
I mean, for me, it hurts because Skyrim has been ported to everything on the planet. And in the time since we've had Skyrim, they've made Fallout 4. Actually, I think they may have made New Vegas after Skyrim. New Vegas, if I'm right, New Vegas 4 and 76. That's 3 Fallout titles before the 6th Elder Scrolls game.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous to me. But
all right, who's next?
So now we're on to the big 3. And I'm going with who in not only chronological order, but this also kind of goes in order of my strength to weak. Microsoft. I think they had a fantastic show.
Me too.
And it wasn't just
I think they had the best show.
It wasn't just what they showed now. It's also what they've announced and who the partnerships are with for their first party studios. That makes me excited to see first party content in the future from them.
Yeah, I think they had the strongest showing.
And so they opened that up with Halo, though. Like, you knew they were going to open up with Halo. They talked nothing about it. They just showed Halo Infinite. And they didn't say like on the actual like conference, but if you go to the YouTube video for the trailer, it says in the bottom, Xbox One, Xbox One X, Windows 10. Halo's coming back to PC.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's big.
Well,
I think
all Xbox games are on PC now with Windows 10.
And I mean, that makes sense for them because they get the casual.
They're trying to go after Steam
with the consoles, but you also get the software sales with your PC crowd.
And you buy a game on one system on Xbox, and you can play it on your PC for free. You don't have to buy 2 copies. So it's dope.
I will say this: Microsoft has learned a lot, especially
they do online the best.
Against Sony. They not only do they do online the best, they've become very consumer friendly.
Yeah.
Sony is not consumer friendly right now.
No, they're not. They're not. All Sony
is
has
like,
are the games.
Microsoft's like, hey, you want to play this game? You buy it once, you get it on both. Hey, you want to play with PC players and Nintendo players on crossplay? Let's do it.
Also,
Let's
hey,
go,
you want a machine that actually runs 4K 60 frames per second? Here's a machine that has pay a little extra, but here's a more powerful machine. Sony could easily come out tomorrow with a PS4 Pro Plus, and it's a nice beast machine, but they won't.
Microsoft's like, hey, you want to play your Rocket League and you want to play the newly announced Fortnite against players from Nintendo and with players from PC? We got you covered. We want gamers to play with gamers.
Yeah.
Sony, they have cut all that shit off. This is the thing, too.
This is the best way to think of it. I have both. Xbox One X, PS4 Pro. I'm a very lucky person. I always want to get a game on my Xbox rather than the PlayStation. It just runs better. The online's better. The ecosystem's better. It's just a better console, better experience, better online.
I don't want to.
Unfortunately, it's very rare that happens because Sony has all the best games right now.
This is the thing is going in the future. Like,
who knows?
When the new consoles do eventually come out together, if Sony rests on their laurels and still remains very anti-consumer, we're not
go back to their PS3 days. Remember when the PS3 was like that?
Yeah. If they still on their laurels and do that, and the first-party content starts to really come from Microsoft, Sony, you might want to watch out. You might want to watch your back.
I guarantee you this is what's going to happen. Remember, the PS2 was the best-selling console, right? It was an amazing console. It was groundbreaking, everything. Then the Xbox started to come up, and Sony they started to close in on themselves. They didn't want anyone to be else a part of Sony world. But Xbox was like, we could do this, our online's better, we're doing this, we're taking feedback. And then all of a sudden, third-party developers that weren't really that big yet, they were like, let's just have an Xbox game here. And then everyone bought the Xbox 360. It was that was the console. No one bought a fucking PlayStation 3. I had a 360. No one had a PlayStation 3. I never bought a PlayStation 3.
The only PlayStation 3 I ever played was one that my friend had in college.
And it's probably just to play Last of Us. That's all it really had.
It was like a Last of Us and like
Uncharted.
Some of the other, like God of War, I think 3.
Yeah, that's all they had.
Like, it wasn't much on the PS3. And the funny thing is almost all the good games on the PS3 got remasters for the PS4 anyway.
Yeah. And then Xbox started. I don't really know how Xbox started to die away. They just lost the games.
They lost the first party content.
Yeah,
and the games that were coming out were just not. They weren't the quality. Like nobody was running out to buy a system for Gears of War.
Right.
Halo. Once Bungie left Halo and it was 343 Studios, like it wasn't the name it was.
And I think Phil Schiller's finally just like, you know what? Just pay the fucking developers whatever the fuck they want.
It was a lot of franchise fatigue. Yeah. Definitely set in.
And now Xbox, I see them starting to picture it.
They're on the upswing.
Yeah, they're going to be on the upswing. And this was a great show.
I don't want to see a company fail. I want to see all the companies do well because I'm a gamer. I want good games.
Same.
But I love seeing when a company is so pro-consumer like Microsoft is right now. I love it. It makes me want to play Microsoft games. Yeah. And with the announcements of their new first-party studios, I'm excited.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's just not right now.
No. But
we gotta wait a little bit. Unfortunately,
hold on, see what they got coming up, and I mean, I think the future is bright for them. But let's talk about what we saw today on Monday. Was it Sunday or Monday? Yeah, Sunday. Yeah. So Halo, Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
That looks cool.
Did you play the original Ori?
No.
Play it. It is a fantastic game.
That's what I hear.
And this game looks gorgeous. I'm really hyped to play this. Like, I really like the first one, and this one just looks like it's going to be that same emotional impact.
We got this new ninja game that looks like a lot like Neo.
I think this is Neo, but it's the better Neo because it's the guys who made Dark Souls. This is from Software. Yeah. This E3 was very much the kind of like between this and Ghost of Tsushima, which we'll talk about soon. Was kind of like the Dark Souls Samurai E3.
Yeah, we saw.
And there's nothing wrong with that. No. Maybe a Bloodborne 2 would have been cool, but like this game looks really interesting.
Play Neo, dude. That's another one. Add it to the list. It's great. Yeah. It'll get you back into samurais.
I'm definitely getting Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. That is on my radar. And I mean, I don't know if this is something that like Microsoft either has because they want the third parties or because they're the first of the big 3 conferences, but like all of the third parties were showing their stuff off at Microsoft. So you had this game third party because it's also coming to PS4 and PC.
We got Crackdown, which is making a lot of news for some reason.
Crackdown got pushed back, but I don't. It's not to me. It's not a system seller, but it is it's an arcade. It feels like an arcade game, and it has this kind of Saints Row feel to it. And I like Saints Row because it's like Grand Theft Auto, but Grand Theft Auto like turned to 11 on the silliness meter.
It's all right. It's a little.
That was another franchise that got fatigued from too many games coming out too quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Metro Exodus.
Looks great. The new
I will
engine,
say
they have a new engine on there. Looks great.
One of my issues though was during Microsoft and a lot of these third parties. Everything was gritty. Everything was gritty. It's all gritty. Metro Exodus is gritty. I got kind of fatigued on everything looking dark and brooding.
Interesting point. Yeah. Since you are a fucking Nintendo fan.
I like color, and don't get me wrong, it's not that I hate.
No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. That could be a thing that they need to look at.
I mean,
not everyone wants to play a fucking depressing game every time they load up a console.
Yeah, the nice thing is they did follow that up with Kingdom Hearts 3's trailer, and that's a colorful game.
Yeah, I'm actually excited for this game. It looks pretty good.
Keeps looking beautiful. Like, I mean,
when does this come
out? January, I believe January 29th. So yeah, it's the same week that we're getting the Resident Evil 2 remake, which that week's going to be crazy for gaming.
Man, it's sad they couldn't get it before holidays.
But I mean, the joke is that Kingdom Hearts 3 was never coming out, so now we actually have a release date for it, and it's. I mean, the game looks just the CGI, like where are the models, like the graphics, it looks like the Pixar films. It's insane how well it looks.
Yeah, but those voice actors are so bad.
It sounded like kind of didn't really sound like Johnny Depp in that last.
It sounds like if me and you did voice acting.
Hey man.
Hello Sora. That one guy. Hello Sora. And then we got Forza, a couple Forzas, which is always interesting.
Hold on.
I like Forza Horizon. I always have fun with that. I don't know. I always have fun with that one.
I'm not a big racing, like realistic racing fan, and it looked kind of cool. The seasons and stuff looks nice, and I mean, it looks beautiful, but I'm not gonna play it.
You're not a fan because you can't be a fan unless you have a racing wheel and a set. That's my thing. If you don't have one, then don't even buy a racing game. You're playing on a controller. I'm the Microsoft. I'm a Mario Kart racer. Yeah. That's the
racer.
thing. If you're gonna play a racing game on a controller, that's what you want to play. If you're gonna actually feel like you're driving, unless you're a real gearhead, then don't even bother.
The people that have the 3 monitors set up where it's like the left and the right, like out the windows.
Yeah.
I've seen those setups before. They're kind of crazy. But yeah, I'm not big into cars to begin with, so.
Yeah.
Hey, at least this time they didn't bring a car on stage.
And then we got PUBG like upgraded, and they show this trailer where it's like, wow, PUBG looks like great, it runs great. Just fucking fix the optimization. What are you doing? No one wants to play any of these maps unless you fix the game first.
It's silly.
I can't wait for it to fail. I still play it all the time, but on PC, I barely ever play it on Xbox anymore. It's just ridiculous. But on PC, I still play it all the time.
This next one is something I'm very excited about, which is the Microsoft announces 5 different studios that they've either opened or bought to make first-party titles. And for me, the smart one, of course, is Playground Games, which makes the Forza. So they've pretty much essentially they now have like a racing team, but they can now use those guys on different projects to see what else they can make besides just racing games. Going to be cool.
That team, by the way, is phenomenal. They're a phenomenal team. They really know tech really well.
Yeah. So you're going to get first-party titles from that team, and I think you're going to see some cool stuff from them. Undead Labs, State of Decay, kind of buggy, but it's a name that's good for them. The biggest one for me was Ninja Theory.
Mm-hmm.
You bought the people who made Hellblade. You have bought them, and then they are now making first-party content for you.
Yeah,
that is
awesome.
Huge.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. Hopefully they don't fuck that up. I can
You're
see
gonna
them
get
trying to go a little weird with it.
But that's the thing is, when you compare Microsoft and Sony, you're like, oh, Sony has the first-party content that has these story-driven, great experiences. This is Microsoft going, we got that now.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see what Ninja Theory can create because Hellblade was so good.
Fucking shitload of money.
Oh yeah. Then they got the Compulsion games, the people who made We Happy Few, which
we don't know yet. We haven't played it.
Coming out. I thought the game had already come out, but apparently it was just early access.
No, it's not out yet. Yeah.
Yes, I mean the final product, the trailer looked actually really interesting because I thought it was just a survival game, but
I know nothing about it. I know nothing about it, but I know it's a story-driven game.
Yeah, and I do like the art style, so we'll see what they make. I mean, if they can come up with like their own kind of BioShock, that'd be cool because that art style is really dope. So yeah, Microsoft is investing in their future, and I think that is huge.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like seeing that because that's my biggest gripe with Microsoft. It's not what they, it's not the console, it's not the jokes or the teraflops, it's not the price, it's the first party content. And they are showing to me they're investing in that.
And also Devil May Cry 5.
And Devil May Cry 5, because screw the DMC game from like 3 years ago. That thing is gone. This is a continuation of the true Devil May Cry games.
So what? It was Devil May Cry 2, and then that was DMC 3, and that was when it ended.
Then there was DMC 4, and then they made DMC Devil May Cry, which had like the brown hair protagonist, and he was like kind of like a young. There was the one that had the boss that was like a political pundit in a cyber. It was so weird and out there and dumb.
This one looks amazing. This new one.
This looks great.
This
is
awesome.
and that shot of Dante at the end was dope.
Is this an exclusive?
No, this is a multiplat. Capcom, they're gonna make multiplats. They don't really make exclusives. Even I think Resident Evil 2, I don't think is an exclusive. I think it's a timed exclusive.
Oh, also this game Tunic, which I'm so excited about.
It looked like a really cute Legend of Zelda style game, and I'm gonna buy that because that looked adorable and fun.
You got like some like background noise going on.
It's nothing I can do about it. That's people mowing lawns.
Oh god! All right, let's hurry up. Let's hurry this up then. 7:30 at night. Yeah, what the fuck are they doing?
It's probably my mom.
Yeah, but Tunic is fucking. It looks awesome. It looks like a Zelda.
Meets like a Bastion almost with that isometric view.
But also like there's like a combat in it. There's like a nice fluid combat system in it, which I'm excited about. I love games like that.
Yeah, it definitely looks really, really cute and really fun. So
and then Jump Force, which I'm sure you're jizzing your pants on, seeing a little glimpse of fucking Goku. Goku fighting Naruto.
I don't like the art style. I think it looks dumb.
Yeah, it doesn't look like
it looks too plasticky.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a cartoon at all.
I'm not a fan of that art style, and I'm not really a fan of like I like Xenoverse, which just kind of seems like it's playing like Xenoverse. But after playing Fighters, I want my anime, but I want it in 2D fighting games. I don't want it in this. I would be cool with this in an anime fighting crossover game, but give it to me in a 3v3 Dragon Ball Fighters.
Here we got Dying Light 2, Battletoads.
I was not expecting Battletoads, and what they said, like 2.5D hand-drawn models, like the artwork. I'm wondering if it's a remake of the original game, which I would not be like. I'd be cool with that, or if it's a wholly brand new game.
I would expect it to be a brand.
But that's a franchise I did not expect to see at E3.
No.
But I'm cool with it. I love Battletoads is great.
Yeah. Then we got Gears.
Don't forget Cuphead DLC.
Cuphead DLC, Gears.
That was I'm so excited for Cuphead DLC, dude.
I still haven't played Cuphead. I need to get that game.
I
was thinking about buying it the other day.
It's so much fun. It's hard.
Yeah, that's good though. And then also Just Cause, no one cares about. How do you
So
end this
yeah,
show with Just Cause 2? That's so stupid.
in Gears of War,
All right.
dude, that Funko, that mobile Funko Gears of War game, I laughed my ass off at how dumb that looked. Because Funko is a friggin' meme.
Then we got Sony, which did have a very strong showing. I just
I
think
say, are we
Microsoft.
skipping over Cyberpunk?
Oh, Cyberpunk, yeah.
They closed it with Cyberpunk. That game.
Oh, you're right. They did close it with Cyberpunk. For some reason, I thought they closed it with Just Cause 2.
Cyberpunk 2077 looks beautiful.
Yeah, it looks amazing. It looks fucking amazing. That's my most anticipated game right now. I'm so hyped for Cyberpunk. But we didn't see gameplay. Now, the thing that worries me is that
it's first person.
Yeah, they had a showing, like a private showing to press, and they said it's a first person. But that could be awesome because just play Witcher 3 and you'll be excited about Cyberpunk. I promise you.
Yeah, I'm not like worried about like, the first person, third person. I just want it to be cool, and the whole trailer oozes just this cyberpunk future. Because let's be honest, with a name like Cyberpunk, you know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
You're getting into some Matrix shit.
And then we got Sony opens it up with Last of Us 2 trailer, and that might be the best trailer of the show. That was the best trailer in my opinion.
Sony, man. Okay, at first I was confused about the church setting, that they were like in a church. The audience was in a church. But then the banjo player for 10 minutes, and I was so confused by that.
Well, because you probably weren't there. You know what I mean? I feel like if you were there, you go to a church, this fucking old white dude's playing a banjo for 10 minutes, and then you see this amazing dark trailer.
10 minutes felt like filler, though.
Yeah.
But
I feel like if you were there, I could just picture if you were in that. I'm the biggest Last of Us fan ever. It's one of my top favorite games. Yeah. So this is amazing.
The game, though, that would look not only beautiful but brutal.
Yeah, it looks awesome. And the fact that they gave Ellie like this lesbian angle, and now she's like this badass chick who's fighting
slamming people in the face with axes,
and it's so fluid, and all the motions feel natural. I mean, this looks fucking phenomenal.
I'm wondering how the game like works. Is like I don't want to say it wasn't all cinematography, like it wasn't all cinematics. It was gameplay.
Yeah,
but like when she got shot in the shoulder with an arrow, if you don't get shot in the arrow, but she took it out, and you could see it's just brutal.
What impressed me the most was how seamlessly they can blend gameplay in a scripted time event. You know what I mean?
Because that's where we are now.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's awesome.
Everything is seamless, and I don't know where we go from there.
If you do it to a point where everything looks real, that's where we need to be, because that's where it's starting to look like. It looks pretty fucking sick. This part's the best here, where she goes up and she fights these 3 dudes. And that was cool. You just see it just all looks so fucking natural, and I hope they keep the motion blur on. For some reason, people hate motion blur. I think it makes games look so much better. I
don't know for me, but I'm really tired of zombies. But for me, when I saw this, I'm like, yeah, this is the zombie game that I'm totally cool with, because it's really not just the zombies. It's definitely the people.
Yeah. It's more so the people than the zombies. It's kind of like Walking Dead. They're just kind of in the way.
Yeah. We'll get to a zombie game in a bit that is also, but there was that. And then they had 20 minutes of intermission. Mm-hmm. That was weird.
But then they opened it up with Ghost of Tsushima, which looks fucking dope.
Dude, this game, I had been wanting to see. I was interested from last time, but I really wanted to see what it was.
Donkey calls it Ghost of Tsushima. I think.
This game, for me, is really what's pushing the system. That, just the graphical detail, the colors.
I would say Last of Us 2, but also maybe this.
I'm talking about, for me, this looks like I'm playing a samurai movie, and I love samurai movies.
Yeah, the fucking
I wish the voices were not in English, because it does kind of pull your immersion out.
I'm sure you could change that in the
settings. But yeah, they're gonna have a Japanese audio, like that's gonna be a thing. But dude, that
I'm
quick
just happy
draw.
he's not a white guy. I'm happy you're
Oh
not
hell
playing
yeah,
as
that's
a
not
white
whitewashed.
samurai.
I love that. And like that, just that cinematic like sword fight against your friend while the like leaves are falling, and that background, and just like it looks so gorgeous.
Yeah. And I
I'm
hear
in
this
love with
world.
it.
I think they were saying the world is gigantic. Like it's a gigantic open world samurai game,
I am
which is
excited. I
which
am
is
so
sick.
excited.
Yeah,
Don't
me
have a
too.
release date,
Nope.
but I will be buying it because it looks. I am so hyped for this. And Sucker Punch, really great developers. They made Infamous, so this is not like Infamous, but they have definitely a track record of making good games.
Yeah. It looks like it's all about combat, so I'm sold. You
Yeah,
know,
and with samurais and like Japanese steel, oh yeah,
you
I'm
could.
in, man. My weeb is like, yo,
Yeah, it looks sick. And then we
uh,
got Resident Evil
Control.
2.
There was Control, but that was weird.
Oh yeah. I
That
don't
was
know
like a
what
new
this is all
IP,
about.
but I mean, I don't know.
We'll see
It
more.
seemed weird.
Looks pretty good, but we'll see more. Then we got Resident
Resident
Evil
Evil
2.
2.
I'm pumped.
I
Very,
did
very
not expect
pumped.
this to come. I heard rumors, people were hoping, and I know they had been working on it. Capcom said they
My
were doing it.
personal favorite Resident Evil, by the way.
Definitely my favorite. This is the game that was the first game I can remember that terrified me as a kid, and I'm ready for it to terrify me again.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely looks like it's in the Resident Evil 7 engine.
Oh, have you played the new Resident Evil?
I did not, but I've seen people play it and I've seen gameplay. It's like I enjoy more of like the zombie Resident Evil than those kind of ones. But that I did see the graphics on
It
it.
was,
It does
dude,
look
that
great.
one is the most frightening Resident Evil out of all of them.
From what they said, they made Resident Evil 7 with VR being one of the focal points of why they made it.
Yeah. I couldn't
But
play it. I
RE2
couldn't play it, dude. It's too scary.
RE2, they did not have VR. They had the gameplay, everything, the mechanics, remastering it. That was the focal point. And you can tell by like
Well, that's the thing with Resident Evil 2 for me. It was more a game. Resident Evil 1 was very focused on like the ambiance and slow moving and just
puzzles.
and the doors open. But Resident Evil 2, they brought the action and it was a lot more movement.
Ammo was, yeah, there was plenty of ammo in that game.
Yeah. And that's what made it fun. That's what made it a lot more fun. So we'll see. I'm excited for that one.
I'm definitely excited.
And then we got a fucking Rick and Morty game coming out.
What, Rick and Morty? I don't.
People love it, dude.
It looks so bad.
People love fucking Rick and Morty, I guess.
Yeah, it was literally just pandering to Rick and Morty fans. Even the font was the Rick and Morty font.
And then we got Pirates of the Caribbean with Johnny Depp.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 had a totally different trailer for this one. And that water, like, those water, they look beautiful. Water in today's games really looks nice.
What's crazy is water is the easiest thing to create too.
Yeah.
If I gave you a download of Blender, you could create that water easily.
But yeah, this
it's like it's faces we haven't figured out yet in CG.
Were you not taken by Orlando Bloom's majestic presence of this game? Because it looked like Orlando Bloom, and I was like, damn, we getting real close to looking like real actors these days.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, damn. But so I mean, it's weird though. Because
no, actually, the best was Death Stranding. Those face graphics were so stunning.
Oh yeah, I will say this for this game. This is how long it's been in development. We have Frozen, which is a relatively newer property, and then we have Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. Didn't this movie come out like 12 years ago?
Dude, didn't Monsters Inc. come out like 40 years ago?
Yeah, but like I always argue that Pixar and like those films have a much longer memory than like.
Why is that?
Childhood, the art style is very impressionable, and they're usually great stories.
I guess it's the story. It's the story that's just
because
just
I
so
couldn't
memorable.
this. I can tell you that at World's End was convoluted and bad.
Yeah, what happened in the? What's the plot of Pirates of the Caribbean fucking 3?
It was the continuation of the second one, which even that one was like okay, but like Pirates' first one was the best one.
And then we got Death Stranding.
I still don't know what's going on.
It looks like all you do is carry around packages. And in a beautiful, gorgeous
we
open
play
world
an
system.
Amazon Prime carrier here.
I'm excited. If
But
Kojima tells me I have to carry something, I'm carrying it wherever I gotta go.
So from what I've read about it, is that there are 2 worlds in it actually. There's the living world, which apparently I guess is where all this creepy stuff is. And then when you die, there's another world that's like the death world, and you come back in between both worlds. I still don't understand anything. And then there's time stuff. She's eating a baby or something. I don't know. What was she eating? Like a bug?
Yeah, she ate
I
like
don't know what's going on.
some type of bug thing.
The more I see of this game, the more confused I am.
That's a good
want
thing.
it.
I think that's what he wants you to feel.
I feel like I need to take acid when I play this game.
I just
because I guarantee you, Kojima is tripping balls 24/7.
I just hope there is a level of action in it, and it literally isn't a fucking package transport game.
It seemed like, from what I can tell, it seemed like a horror stealth game. I don't even see a semblance of any weaponry.
Yeah, that's what kind of makes me a little nervous.
But like, how do you advance plot when you're just sneaking around? Even like Metal Gear Solid at least like had boss battles and had guns, and it was stealth, but there was also action. I have yet to see action.
Yeah, no, there is a gun. We do see a gun. We just saw a gun in the last little piece. When he drops the package down, he opens it up and it turns it into a gun. And then that was basically it. And then we got a shot of Norman Reedus naked. And then
the baby butt, that was weird.
This is in terms of faces, this is where we're at.
Oh yeah, this is the game that is a movie.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Gorgeous.
Give Kojima a director's license to make a fucking movie now.
That's all he wants to do. Metal Gear Solid 4 was an 8-hour movie.
Yeah, which I don't mind. I don't mind it at all.
You could play that game, and then you could play for 2 hours, and in that 2 hours, you literally did not play anything but just watched a cutscene.
Well, how excited you are for Spider-Man?
After
seeing this,
I am extremely excited for Spider-Man.
This looks like an amazing game.
I do kind of wish.
Is this a Sony exclusive?
This is a Sony exclusive.
Oof.
It is Insomniac, which is a first party.
Yep.
It looks beautiful. I really enjoy like the designs, like Electro, like Vulture's design, Scorpion's design, like they all look really cool. The game looks like it's Spider-Man 2 open world web slinging, which I loved, but with a lot of stuff going on. Really cool villains. The combat looks easy, but also hard to master. It looks very much like almost like Arkham Asylum's fluidity, and I loved the Arkham series fluid combat.
It looks better than that. It looks way better than that.
Yeah, and the things that he can do, like Spidey can just do so much, and Spider-Man, I grew up loving Spider-Man. I can't, like, it's probably one of my all-time favorite Marvel franchises.
Me too. I love Spider-Man.
So this game, great. I'm excited. I just
want them. This is what I want them to do. Give me a bunch of shit around on the ground that I can sling at people. You know what I mean?
That's what it seems like. There was that one section.
I just want to start
after the conference where
around,
like he just literally took a door off of a car and started swinging.
My favorite part was when he's chasing after what's his name through the
Electro.
Yeah, Electro through the city, and the way he kind of just fucking moves, because it's like, oh, we're talking about it last time. Like, how fun is it to just like swing around? But when you see it done like this in a pursuit mission, it looks awesome.
Oh yeah.
Because it looks like an actual puzzle. Like you're figuring out what's the best way to move yourself, and that's gonna be awesome. Plus dodging shit. It reminds me
somewhat of like the Tomb Raider sequences when like if you made the wrong path, you die.
Yeah.
And then Laura gets horrific death.
Yeah.
But it feels like that with Spider-Man. It's like you got to pick your right path to move, and moving looks beautiful.
Yeah, I'm really excited for Spider-Man. Very, very excited.
Got my $150 collector's edition pre-ordered.
Oh, I forgot you got that stupid
I'm so
thing.
getting that. Are you kidding me?
Oh my god.
The most expensive pre-order I've ever done.
All right, and that was what they ended it on, or no?
That was the end. Yeah, that's what they finished on.
Okay.
And then, like in the post thing, there was some weird VR game from Software, which looked weird.
And then we had Nintendo's E3, which in my opinion was the worst E3.
Nintendo was, and this is me. Everyone knows I'm a Nintendo fanboy, and everyone knows like that I'm going to defend them. But they had the weakest of the three. I think they were all good. I didn't think there was a loser of E3. But Nintendo,
I would say Nintendo's was bad.
Nintendo really came down to two things. If you don't like Smash, you were disappointed because there was really nothing there. And if you don't like RPGs, there was nothing there. And this is the first time we're seeing this is the first time in the Switch's lineup that we're seeing a delay. Yoshi got delayed to 2019. They didn't even show it, but it's confirmed to be delayed to 2019. And Fire Emblem, which they've been touting as a 2018 game, is now a spring 2019 game. But so let's go through it. They open up with Super Mario. Well, they open up with Demon X Machina, which I think is really cool. I didn't expect to see something like that. It is a 2019 game, but it's from the people who made Armored Core. And a lot of the staff on there worked on the Armored Core series. So this, and you were saying earlier in the show about Armored Core, you could pick stuff up and throw it on your back. You see that in the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
So this is definitely for the mech fans. It's a new IP. It's being done by Marvelous. I'm definitely interested in it, but I can see how leading off with this was kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
Then they go into the DLC for Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which if you don't like Xenoblade Chronicles, you're not getting anything out of this. But it looked for I think the expansion was $30. You saw that the levels go from 1 to, I think we saw them at level 30 or 40. It seems like a full new game almost because it's a prequel. I'm interested. I'm going to buy that. I'm going to definitely be buying that. And then you got Super Mario Party.
Super hype on Mario Party.
I didn't expect this at all. This is actually a big surprise for me because I've been saying we need a good Mario Party for this system because 1-2 Switch is not a party game.
This looks like the game that you can bring to a party. You know?
Yeah. And the best part is they got rid of the numbering system, so we're not on Mario Party 11, and it really does feel like a rebranding. We're going back to boards.
Yep.
We're going back to buying stars from Toad. We're going back to what the root of the classic was.
We just need at least 5 million mini games, at least.
They have 80 new mini games, they said, but I
new
wouldn't be surprised.
Or 80 mini games added to all the other mini games.
I'm not sure. They haven't really specified, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do packs of more mini games or packs of boards as DLC. Let's be honest, that's the world we live in.
I would be okay with that.
But I would be fine if you're giving me content that you couldn't get ready for the game at release. Then I'm okay with it.
I wouldn't mind that.
And this is dropping in October, which really surprised me because I had been saying that September, October was going to be my Smash. That was going to be Smash online and that. So I'm wondering if this is coming so close to the online services.
Online Mario
Will
Party?
this have online?
Online Mario Party?
Online Mario Party would be a fantastic idea.
I think it's going to be
that's a big
online.
thing, but they still haven't confirmed yet.
Is it the same if you don't know the person?
No, but with friends. I'm talking about online with friends.
I guess.
You just hop into Discord.
I want to look at the terror on someone's face when I fucking steal their star away.
You can ruin friendships from across the world.
Mario Party is so great. It's such a great game.
Yeah.
And I'm pumped on new Mario Party. And then we got this fucking...
Then after that, we got Fire Emblem. Yeah, which I really enjoy. Fire Emblem. I'm a big Fire Emblem fan. And what I saw from this makes me really excited because it's less of that waifu stuff and more of the actual, Fire Emblem gameplay we know and love. That's hard as nails, tactical gameplay, but it got delayed to spring. And I'm actually not disappointed that
2019?
I'm not disappointed it got delayed because when I look at the 2019 lineup now, all right, so here's my 2019 lineup, and not in any order. Yoshi, okay. Fire Emblem in the spring. Potentially Prime 4. If we get a new Animal Crossing, probably 2019. If we got a new, like any other new games like that, probably then. Pokemon 2019, the more less casual, the more for the hardcore player. Nintendo is definitely not having the Wii U syndrome. They are definitely setting themselves up to have a game almost every month. From now, June, we have Mario coming out, Mario Tennis. July is Octopath Traveler and Captain Toad. Two really solid titles for two different people. I'm getting both. August, there's nothing in August yet. Who knows? Right now, there's nothing in August. September, you got the DLC for Xenoblade. And then October, you've got Mario Party. In November, you got Pokemon. And then in December, you got Smash Brothers. That's a solid, like, October to December, that's a solid holiday lineup. That's going to sell. But
Smash will sell it alone.
Smash, oh my God, that December, ooh. I was disappointed by December, but at the same time,
I was expecting
I'm happy it's 2018.
A little earlier, but
yeah, but I mean, it's gonna sell. It's gonna sell. Yeah.
Sakurai, dude, just you're letting people play it now. Just fucking
Daddy Sakurai.
Finish it. Just put it out there. Stop fucking tweaking the little hairs on everyone's head.
All the tweaks they've done, man. Oh, okay, so we'll get to it in a second. Though. Fortnite came out.
Yeah, and it runs great and it plays great, and I'm very happy with Fortnite on Switch.
Hollow Knight dropped.
Hollow Knight dropped as well. Super happy about that.
Gotta pick
Finally
that
get
up.
to play it.
And then the end all be all, the 28 minutes or 25 minutes of just Smash.
Mm-hmm.
But when they did this, they were like, oh, here's the trailer of characters we have coming. And it's kind of cool. Okay. Mario, Samus, Kirby, Bowser, new Link from Breath of the Wild. You're like, okay, cool. This is kind of like the original lineup. We're going to see some characters, the confirmation of what we know. And then they get to like Ice Climbers. And I'm like, oh, cool. My prediction was right. We're getting Ice Climbers back. And then we get Snake. Like, dude, I didn't expect Snake to come back. And then they flash this screen that just says, everyone is here. They are literally putting every character that has ever been in a Smash game into this game. That is 60, including the Inklings, who are the new character. That's 64 characters. And then they come out and say, hey, yo, Ridley is playable from Metroid. Ridley, who is a meme. The joke was always Ridley will never be in Smash because he's too big. And now he's playable. From everything I'm seeing, the gameplay is tweaked. Everything looks great. The game looks really nice. It's sped up. It's not as slow as like Smash 4 was, so it's not as fast as Melee.
The blocking is different, which I'm happy about.
Perfect shielding. They've added some cool things for competitive play. They've really started to embrace more of the competitive from what I'm seeing.
Gotta make them the money.
No more just Final Destination Omega versions of all the stages. It's also a Battlefield version. And from what I'm hearing, players at the Invitational have been saying that there is a way to turn off stage hazards. And they've now confirmed, like, I don't even confirmed, but there are counted, I believe, up to 87 stages in the game right now. That's not including any more that have not been announced. It's quite literally everything from every Smash game ever put into one game.
Yeah.
If you ask me, that is the ultimate. That's the
portable.
thing.
And it's portable.
And it's portable. And it works with GameCube controller.
That's the biggest thing I think that's going to really define the Switch is that you can play this. Everyone loves Smash Brothers. I don't know anyone that doesn't like this game.
And that's, for me, was shocking to hear people disappointed because it was only Smash. I'm not happy, and I do think it was the weakest of the three, but like this was the Smash dump I wanted. I love Smash, and for this is, I mean, Melee players will always play Melee. There's no getting around that. But this is the Smash game that was like, hey, you like Smash 64? Hey, you liked Brawl? Hey, you liked Smash 4? You liked some of the things that were in one of those games that weren't in the others? We got you covered.
Yeah.
Play this game.
Yeah, but I was disappointed that we didn't get anything else, really.
Yeah, it's rough, but like for me, I'm trying to tell people you got to be patient because with Nintendo, you're not getting. It's not like Microsoft, where Microsoft only does one conference a year. They do E3, and it's 2 hours long, and it's a lot of stuff. And then you've got Sony, who do two. They do E3, and then they do the Sony PlayStation Experience, where they kind of hold some of their stuff and show a lot there. And then you have Nintendo, who do 3 to 4 directs, including E3 every year. They do like a quarterly direct that are about a half hour long with a ton of info. And then they do sometimes game specific directs, like where when Pokemon comes up, they'll do probably a 10-15 minute direct of Pokemon news. When Smash comes out in November, they'll do like a 15-minute info dump of just Smash news. So it's not like they don't put all their eggs into one basket. So if you were disappointed, I'm sorry, but that's on you and your expectations, not on Nintendo. And it's not to say I'm defending Nintendo, but I think people went into this.
It sounds like you are.
I think people went into this expecting more than they should have. Not realizing that the Nintendo still needs to have stuff to show later in the year.
Well, I think it's not. It's E3, right? So I think it's safe to say that you want to show what you're doing for the rest of, for what you're doing. And we saw in there. What was the last one where they showed Prime off? Where they just flashed the Prime.
Here's the thing with
was that last E3?
Kind of that E3 was really a big, and they have been on record of saying as to why they didn't show Prime. Is they didn't feel comfortable showing off stuff that's not ready to be shown off yet. So, like, the reason why I think last year they announced Prime and they did that little thing saying, hey, we're working on Pokemon, was because they were just starting out selling this console. And they needed to say, hey, the software is coming. And they needed to like, massage the fears of the consumer. We know that they're coming. Like, you don't need to expect a E3 to be where now Prime is now shown as playable. It's not ready yet. It's not ready to be shown.
This is the thing that I'm worried about with this Switch. It's already been a year since it's been out, and a little over a year, and we only have a few games on it that are system sellers. When this next run of games coming out, Smash, and then we have a few games trickled in until then. Let's say the next big system seller is Pokemon. That's 2 years.
You got 2 big system sellers in 2 months between Pokemon for the casuals in November and Smash in December.
Yeah, but I think everyone is really waiting for like the big Pokemon, right? That's what's gonna sell a Switch.
I think you underestimate the power of the Go fan base. There's a lot of them.
I don't know if they're going to be buying Switches, though.
We're going to find out when the numbers come in, but especially, certainly in Japan.
Well, what I'm saying is like large. 2 years from now, we're still kind of sparse on games, and these batteries are already starting to die pretty quickly. I don't know how long your Switch is starting, like, just lasts on battery, but you can get about an hour and a half.
Bank with me, so...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I have to keep a power bank if I travel with a Switch.
I went into this knowing I was going to need a power bank.
So if you're someone who's you bought a Switch pretty early, you want to put some hours into it. You want to get it, you want to start using it because that battery ain't gonna last. And there's no battery replacement program that I'm aware of. I don't know what's gonna happen when everyone's batteries aren't. It lasts 30 minutes off the Switch or off the dock. That's a real issue that they're going to have to face.
Those huge reports come in yet about that.
That's a big issue.
I'm not saying they're not probably out there, but that is a concern. I won't deny that.
I can only get about an hour and a half. I can only get about an hour and a half on my Switch right now, and it's really not even that old since my other one, the one that I first bought, was. And it
doesn't help that certain games drain the batteries so much quicker than other games do.
Any online game.
Oh yeah. So
anytime you play Smash and you want to play online, it's ripping through your battery.
To be fair, for Smash, with me, and the way I play with a GameCube controller, you have to be docked to play with the GameCube controller. You can't play with the GameCube controller when it's undocked because where are you plugging it into?
You could plug it in. You can get a little adapter for it. They have USB-C adapters.
Yeah, but I don't think the game itself works with that.
What do you mean?
If you want to play with a GameCube controller, so far you have to be docked to do it.
Yeah, you just plug it into the USB, right?
Well, you plug it into the dock,
which is just a it's just a USB,
which
it's
is just a regular USB on the dock.
Yeah, it's just USB. So if you were to, it's essentially the same
adapter.
thing.
You plug the adapter into that, and then you plug your controller into the adapter. But I'm saying when you undock the Switch, you can't play with the GameCube controller when it's undocked.
Oh, because so the fucking stupid things on the bottom.
You can't put it into tabletop mode, like just click that thing and put it down, and then play with a GameCube controller.
You know they could easily fix that too.
Wireless GameCube controller.
Or you just fucking turn it upside down, and you just rotate the screen. Just have a rotating screen option.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think the handheld version is gonna be great for people who don't care about their controller preferences. But I'm a diehard Smash fan. I want my GameCube controller.
Yeah, but that's still gonna drain your battery. That's still gonna fuck your battery up. You know, it's not good for. It's like if you left your phone charging all the time. Like this phone sits on my desk and on a charger, and it barely runs like an hour now if I take it off a charger. So it's like I want to know what they're gonna do about these battery situations. I'm really starting to get concerned. You know, just an external battery is not an option. They're gonna have to figure out some type of battery replacement program.
I mean, that's the issue you run. That's the concern you run with any mobile device. Anything that has a battery in it. Those batteries have a lifespan.
Yeah, but more so a gaming system that runs a fucking discrete GPU on there, a Wi-Fi wireless signal.
Yeah, my 3DS,
you know, a 7-inch screen
does not last long when it's off the charger.
Yeah, I don't know. They're gonna have to fucking figure this out because you're not gonna want to buy another $300 console every time your battery starts. It only lasts 30 minutes.
I do hope they, I mean, whatever revision they eventually come with, I really do hope they address those concerns or offer some kind of warranty for the battery that lasts longer than 1 year.
Do you think they will? Is Nintendo a company that would do something like that?
I don't even know if it's going to come down to the company. With the whole things with warranties lately with the government. And if you've seen that whole thing where it used to be like if you like voided warranty by doing something, by using a third-party accessory, the government came down and was like, no, you can't say that. You have to take that sticker off your thing that says that because we're going to enforce it. That you can't just say you've voided warranty because you use a third-party controller.
Mm-hmm.
That was the whole thing with the whole dock situation where it was like bricking switches with third-party docks, and Nintendo was like, yeah, we're not going to fix that. You use the third-party thing.
Oh, so right.
Warranty. The government stepped in and was like, nah, you need to honor the warranty still. And they did that with PlayStation. They did that with Microsoft. They did it with all the gaming companies.
And I don't remember hearing anything about it. So one thing that worries me about the Switch is that battery. It's not big. It's not a big battery to begin with. And it's just you're just draining it so fast. Like I was playing Fortnite last night and I was undocked and it was just falling, that battery.
Yeah, some of those things are not greatly optimized.
I'm hoping Smash isn't
playing Xenoblade in handheld. Oh my goodness, that was like maybe.
And now just imagine your console a year from now when you want to play Pokemon. You know, when that next big seller comes out, because there's not much in between.
Because Pokemon is definitely a game I take on the go with me.
Yeah, and there's not
Pokemon on the go.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like Sony where it's just like bang, 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 or Xbox where there's just constant sort of shit. There's a lot of indie titles there, but
there's a lot of indie titles, and they are garnering some decent third-party support from especially Bethesda and Ubisoft. But really, that's kind of like outside of indies when it comes to third-party developers. It's kind of where it ends.
Yeah.
Like EA is putting FIFA on there.
And that's
the only reason they're putting FIFA on there is because it sells across the world. But they're not putting Madden on it.
And that's why I think Nintendo needs to do more on these conferences to show you, like, we have a lot of shit that we're working on. We want to show something, you know. Otherwise, it's just like, all right, we're getting Smash this year. And now we have to wait next year to get another Nintendo title. Granted,
I wouldn't, you know, I'm just going to say, I wouldn't be surprised if September rolls around for the next Direct and they show off more of Fire Emblem and say, "Hey, this is March of 2019."
Well, I think if they do like, because we're getting Mario Aces at the end of this month.
Yeah.
That's big for me. I really can't wait for this game. And then September comes around. What are we getting in September?
September is the DLC for Xenoblade, but as far as big titles, I don't. We're getting online services, but I don't think that's another problem. They're not launching a killer app with the online services.
Right. I don't know.
That's a failure.
They were doing that with fucking Smash, but
unless the report's true and the online services don't go into effect until the 31st of September, because October 5th, I think it's October 5th or 7th. Yeah, it's October 5th, is Mario Party.
Yeah. And
that would be a good app, not a killer app, but a good app to release with online services.
Yeah.
No, but we don't even know if it's confirmed to have online yet.
Yeah. Well, we know Mario Aces is going to have it online, and it's not very good.
I'm just looking forward to playing Mario Aces. That game looks so good.
It's fun, man. They need to fix all these little things because, like I said, in a year from now, they're gonna compound, and people are gonna be like, "Why does my Switch only last 30 minutes when it's off the dock? And why can't I fucking play these games online right? And why this and why that?"
I'm not saying that's.
And then they're gonna go like, "Well, you could play Zelda, you could play Mario Odyssey." It's like those games are 4 years old.
I'm not gonna be surprised when it happens, if it does happen, but my battery doesn't last that long. Well, hey, look, introducing the Switch Plus, the new hardware revision with a better battery.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what about my battery? Buy this one. You know how many I owned a 3DS. Well, I owned a DS.
They should just make it where you can just swap
then a 3DS XL.
Why didn't they make
so much money in handhelds, man?
If there was a new Switch tomorrow where you could swap the battery out, how much do you think they would sell?
I'm telling you, just wait until they start doing custom, like the special edition systems. They had so many special editions 3DSs, man. Like I thought about trading.
I was always wondering who bought those things, and then you said you wanted to buy a special edition fucking PS4 Pro.
Dude, that looked really. I have the Destiny PS4.
Oh, that's right.
It was also on sale when I bought it, so.
That's funny.
But like, I got my Triforce 3DS XL. I had a Triforce 3DS before that. I had a Zelda DS before that. I had the freaking Glacier GBA with that see-through blue plastic.
That was awesome one.
That was great.
All right, I gotta get out of here.
Attach a light to it because it had no backlight.
Oh right, I remember that, dude. I forgot about that whole thing.
But there was a place. Color was still.
But there was a place to plug in a light, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Didn't it have like a port?
It had a little port at the top that you could plug in like one of those like reading lights.
But they didn't think to put a light in the fucking screen?
Not until the SP, when that thing was backlit.
That was a fucking awesome console. Or handheld, I guess.
That's the thing is, Nintendo knows how to do handhelds. So like for me, they still get the benefit of the doubt for handhelds.
Did that run on USB?
It's the hybrid, and that's the problems you encounter with a hybrid.
They're gonna have to figure it out.
It's definitely it's innovative, and Nintendo loves to innovate. And
it's innovative, but that's the reason why I like them. They don't think all the way. They should have thought these batteries don't last that long. This chip is very power hungry. We have online, which is gonna eat into the battery. We're going to have more games from third-party developers where they're not fully optimized, draining the battery even more. And in 2 years, when someone has a console, maybe they did think about it and they're just like, well, I'm just make them buy another one.
I don't know. Like, that's the thing with Nintendo is they're innovative, but they sometimes got to run with the risks. And they either reap or they fall apart. Like the Wii, they reaped with the Wii. They definitely fell apart with the Wii U.
I'm getting out of here. Good show. That was our E3 coverage. No tech show.
My final words on E3. Great show from everybody except EA and Square. They can fucking suck it.
Yeah, they were both pretty bad.
They were bad. Other than that, I liked what I saw from everyone.
Me too. I think Microsoft had the best show.
It's a good time to be a gamer.
Yeah. Nintendo came in third. I want to see more out of Nintendo. Hopefully we get something more soon. I'll keep my peace until Mario Tennis comes out, and then we'll see. Because I might just be so addicted to that game, it's not even funny.
You'll be so addicted to it, and then but next thing you realize, oh shit, Mario Party's out. Because
I'm hoping
tennis for like 3 months.
That's what I'm hoping this Switch life is.
Then like a month goes by, and you're just like, oh man, Pokemon comes out. It's got Go mechanics. I need something to play. I'll play this.
Yeah.
And then Smash comes out in December, and next thing you know, oh my god, it's March, and Fire Emblem came out.
That's what I need.
To be honest, everyone's gonna be draining out because 65 characters, and they are unlockable. They're not unlocked at the start. That means you can be playing a long ass time to unlock characters.
I'm ready for it. All right, good show. I'll catch you guys later. Bye bye.